Hi, my name is Chris Roberts, and welcome to StarCast.
In another time. In another dimension. Bearded warriors. Trapped in an eternity of vapid space. Doomed to wander the galaxy. Broadcasting their nonsense to the void. This is StarCast.
Core starts talking about the Vandal Queen.
Yeah, we are.
Get to a different kind of fashion.
Oh, what a brilliant spot to chime in on there.
Well, I can't help but you guys are talking about behind the scenes.
We can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting here being quiet.
We're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
You
like,
have to say something before we go live.
Why aren't you watching the stream? Don't you see that the
every
thing's
show.
done? It's the 2-minute intro.
It's called delayed Domo.
Yeah, I know. Hello, everybody. Welcome to StarCast. How you doing? All right, so we have special guest tonight, Mr. Stockus in the upper corner, who's in our little hole up there.
Watching all of you.
He's moderating the chat with his little band hammer. No, actually, we have Ben Lesnick and James Pugh on the show. Welcome, guys.
Thank you very much.
thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. So our format tonight's going to be a little bit different. Of course, you guys, we want you to ask questions, and if you can direct them at questions that maybe Ben and James might know, that would be great. So asking like some questions that they might not know might not be so great. But what you do is just ask questions and put them in brackets, and then our chat monkey, Mr. Stockus in the upper corner up there, will grab them and stick them into the chat, and then we'll get back to that later. But normally we kind of go through our sort of vapid talk of the week, and we will do some of that, of course, tonight. But for the most part, we're just going to kind of concentrate on Ben and James and just talk to them about some stuff. So yeah. Yes,
Cool.
Trendane, yes.
It should also be noted that we are transmitting simulcast.
Oh, yes, we are simulcasting on
The base.
The base. So we're going out on the base radio right now.
Yes.
Yes, it's beautiful, yes.
The base.
Let's see. So, I guess some people in the audience may not know who you guys are down there, Ben and James. So, would you mind maybe explaining a little bit who you are, what your jobs are at Cloud Imperium, and introduce yourself?
Sure thing. I'm Ben Lesnick. I'm a designer and community manager on Star Citizen. I've been with the project since way before it was called Star Citizen. I've kind of put together the community and done a lot of the initial design of the game. It's been an interesting ride the last 2 years.
Yep.
And I'm James Pugh. I'm the assistant community manager. I recently joined the project about a month ago, and I've been trying to look at our community and find interesting things that I can highlight. Like I've done a lot of the fan spotlights we've done recently. So that's me.
That's awesome. All right. Well, we have to get the questions started over here on the right. So while we're getting that going, I'm going to go ahead and ask you, Ben and James, a couple of just some questions, kind of get the ball rolling here.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
And then we'll once we get this out of the way, then we'll have some questions from the audience. But of course, we'll also talk about what's going on with Star Citizen this week, as we usually do. All right. First question for Ben. what was the very first PC game you ever bought?
First PC game I ever bought. The first one I ever bought with my own actual money was
Nice.
Space Quest 2.
Oh, okay.
I remember I had to feed a horse for like a year to earn the money for Space Quest 2.
That's epic.
Uh,
That's awesome. James, what got you started in the gaming industry?
Like, where was my first job?
Yeah.
Or just like what was the impetus for me to want to do it? So my first job was at a set PlayStation at Sony.
Mm-hmm.
I got a job as a moderator kind of right after college. It was nothing I studied for, but
Right.
I just wanted to do video games. So instead of going to law school like my family wanted me to do, I took a low-paying job at Sony,
Yeah.
and they were pretty upset. But I don't know. I just always wanted to work in video games.
Okay, cool. Ben, when did you first start building PCs?
I'm sure I was a teenager, 12 or 13.
You remember what your first PC was that you built?
It was a 4666, I believe.
SX, DX?
DX.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I couldn't afford the DX, so I bought the SX, and then I bought the DX chip later on and stuck it in.
I remember looking through the catalog. There was like the overclocking to the whatever the I forget what Intel called it, but it was supposed to double your 46.
Yeah, an extra 20 megahertz or something, or whatever it was. It's crazy. All right, James, what was the first game you ever bought?
First game I ever bought myself?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. I think... No, it's Final Fantasy VIII.
Is that the Chocobo one?
No, that was... Well, I mean, they all have
That's the
Chocobo.
one with Squall.
They all
That
the
was always-
Chocobo one.
That's right.
Yeah,
that
that was the
one.
one with Squall.
I was thinking the
it came out-
Chocobo Racing. Is what I was thinking.
Came out in 1999, the same day as the Dreamcast, and I was 11. And I remember, I didn't feed a horse. I think I just washed cars for a month in order to get it.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Clearly, you went with a much faster method because I mean he had to feed a horse for a year, and you only had to
Yeah.
wash a car for a month.
right.
I
So
think my dad
kids-
gave me $1 every week for feeding that horse.
That's okay. That's
I thought the
I
horse.
did not realize he was screwing me over until
Yeah, definitely.
years later.
it's like this is like.
I thought the
pausing
horse
for
was
that.
paying you.
To feed
I
the
have a
horse
question.
like hamburgers or no.
I have
Go
a
ahead,
question.
Perfect.
Just to interject really quickly, Ben, how would you say your horse feeding experience has impacted the design of Star Citizen?
Good question.
That's a perfect
Well,
question.
every day you're going to have to feed your ship.
Oh,
if you wanna
okay.
keep playing.
Sugar cubes.
Will I get $1 for doing so?
At least we
One
know it will be
UEC.
cheap.
Well, I was just gonna say one year.
Yes.
You know, I bet if I put 1 UEC on someone's account, it'll really bother them because you'll be stuck with that forever.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be trying to figure out some way to spend one you.
Yeah.
See, no, that's perfect because that my question from like a month or two ago where I was saying, you know, can we get into the planet side stuff and panhandle? That's perfect. That's what you do with all your extra UEC.
He's like,
You just
here's one.
bring up your Moby glass, tink, you know, stuff some UEC and off you go.
It's like,
I
remember,
was
like
thinking
gamer
strip
scores.
poker.
There's some that give you like a 2 or like an odd number, and people would try and like find ways to get back to a 0 or a 5.
There's websites out there that I like. I shop on a website called Video Hive, and I buy a lot of my After Effects stuff. And they purposely make everything like an odd number of dollars. And then when you have to put money into the account, you always like you can only buy things that are like $13, but you can only put in 20. So you're always like left over with a couple of bucks hanging out. And every next time you want to buy something, you're like, damn it. You know, you have to buy like 30 things before it lines back up again.
Yeah,
But you'll always
everyone does
think, but I've already got $7 in there. I may as well put
Yeah,
the
exactly.
other-
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah, you're just like, oh, it's just, yeah, exactly.
It's brilliant.
It's extremely brilliant. So, yeah. All right, who are we on now? Ben. What is your favorite piece of PC equipment in your collection? Because you're a old relic kind of PC collector, right?
I am. Actually, I just yesterday bought a Japanese FM Towns computer. I'm waiting for that to arrive.
Towns.
My big celebrated piece right now is I've got a 3DO Blaster ISA card that I spent
3DO
years trying.
Blaster?
Yeah, it's basically a 3DO console on a card,
Oh.
and you'd have to load Windows 3.1. You could play 3DO games and high quality
Wow.
on your PC.
That's fantastic. Do you have any like old like Canopus 3D FX cards or anything like that from back in the
Yeah.
day? When
Yep, still got my Canopus 3DFX card because that was the one with 6 megs instead
Right.
of 4. And that
Yep.
was the one you had to have when Wing Commander Prophecy came out.
Exactly. You couldn't get a buy with any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, I was watching Wingman's Hangar, and they were saying that they played, what was that game, the strategy game they were playing, Command and Conquer? And I remember that a friend of mine was like, no, you got to buy the Canopus card. It's the only one that can play Command and Conquer. And I'm like, what? And I don't even think Command and Conquer was true 3D. It was just,
It's not.
It's isometric, right. Yeah. But yeah, it just reminded me of buying that card when they said that. All right, James, what is it like working for Chris Roberts?
It's really cool. He's an intense guy, and you can tell he's really focused on getting this out. So working with someone who had a dream and is actually making it come to fruition is pretty, I don't know, kind of invigorating to see someone like have an idea and to take it this far, and he's going to get it done. I don't know. It's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, I asked you that because you're the new guy, so...
Yeah.
I really wanted to lean over and go, he's coming up behind you.
Behind you. I can see him in the room back there.
I did a good job getting through that without using the word terrifying. So.
Well, I
He
mean,
won't
again,
watch
I've
this
only-
back. It's safe.
Again, I've only been here for a week, or
Yeah.
a month rather, so...
We don't want to see him redacted already. All right, Ben, this is a toughie. Ready?
Ready.
What is your favorite PC game of all time?
Oh, it's got to be the original Wing Commander.
Are you saying that just because you work for Chris Roberts?
No. But
No, I can back that
because
up.
I say that, I work for Chris Roberts.
right.
I can see his desk. Trust me, it's Wing Commander.
His Wing Commander, he's playing it, yeah. That's awesome. All right, so James, what has you most excited about Star Citizen?
Honestly, I'm gonna go take I'm really interested in Squadron 42.
Yeah?
Like that's really got me interested in like hearing him talk about how big the script is and
1,000
knowing knowing the writers we have on it. Like those, I'm really interested in that. I'm generally a single player guy myself anyway, so I'm looking forward to that a lot actually. And I've been so enamored with the lore that seeing all that stuff that I'll get to play in like a storyline setting is gonna be really cool.
Awesome. All right, now I stole this question for Ben directly from inside the actor's studio. What is your favorite swear word?
No, I don't swear too much.
Really doesn't.
You don't have
no
to have
idea.
used it. You don't have to use it. It's just one that you like.
It's one you
It's
like.
just like how it
good.
sounds.
You like
That's
a-
right. It's like your favorite color. You don't own it, but it's your favorite.
Well, of course, as a Wing Commander fan, I have learned all the different curses in Karathi. So
Okay, Karathi. Harach. Okay, perfect. Exactly. And last question for James. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cake or pie?
Oh, dude, pie.
Okay, all right. So we're on the same page.
Very
I have,
Okay.
I have a question for you then.
Okay, sure.
Cheesecake, cake or pie?
Cheesecake, cake or pie?
Is cheesecake a cake or is it a pie?
It's a pie.
It's a
Oh.
cake.
Bye.
No, it's a cake.
Oh, hell.
No,
Here
it's
we
a
go.
pie.
Bye.
It's a cake. You
I just
cannot
broke the
tell me
podcast.
Bye.
No, this is the way we do all the time.
Podcast over.
No, we're always this way. Flipping desks. Damn it! It's pie. It's
I'm
cake.
telling you, it's pie.
It's pie.
This is
It
how
truly
pie
is
talks
pie.
It's pie cake.
It's just
There's not enough
unfortunate-
cake for it to
It's just
constitute
unfortunately named.
cake.
I think it's pie.
We have to take
Alright.
this outside, I think.
Yes. All right, so we have some questions started up there, Mr. Stockus.
I've got I've dragged as many as I can get so far, so there's still a lot in there. Yeah.
We are going into the
We need
Q&A
more.
a lot
More
sooner.
questions.
Yes, but I don't think it. I mean, we can talk about the stuff that came up this week, but for the most part, I think it's best to have Ben and James kind of help us go through the questions that are coming up, which will be large amounts of questions.
One would hope.
We would hope. Well, it looks. I've been seeing them fly by, so I think we're doing well.
Yeah,
All right.
we've got like 8.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's something we never mentioned. We're giving away a 300i
Well, that's true.
tonight.
That's less interesting than
That,
having
yeah, forget the 300i. Who wants? Is anybody really doesn't want it, right? Raise your hand if you'd like to have the 300i in the audience.
Yes, all of you people who are
nobody.
limited to text, raise
Right,
your hand.
Look at these two. Look at these two.
Yeah, those two want it, and they work there.
Now,
Like-
if I remember correctly, the 300i is the one that we described as a James Bond car, right? It's very luxurious with guns.
Yes,
Yes, okay. all right.
like a 300 series Beamer with. Guns.
Unfortunately, it doesn't transform into anything though, which is
yeah,
Well, maybe we can record
Yeah.
something on it that it could just kind of, you push a button and it goes, and pieces of it fly off.
But it must explode.
That was a perfect sound, by the way.
He's a voice actor. This is what he does.
Know.
So
I could tell.
they should hire him. You guys really need to.
Don't do that.
You guys, no, he's too modest. But no, you have to listen to what's the name of your show on? It's on the forums. It's
the Galactic Guide narrations.
The Galactic Guide. He's going through and reading all of the Galactic Guides.
And I just did the Odin system this morning.
And
That's
it's beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
really
Perhaps you'd
well
like
done.
to hear that I've just written another Galactic Guide this morning.
Oh, very nice.
The Coral system coming out tomorrow.
It'll be on the subscriber forums.
I still have to do the flash fire system one, but I'll be.
Slacker.
I know. I didn't read because it wasn't listed as a Galactic Guide, so I didn't. It just went right off my radar, and then I was like, when it came up at the same time as the Tiber system, I'm like, shit. Oh, yeah, I'll get to that one, I promise. But,
I think that one's actually a portfolio. It's the
yeah,
company.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can put your hands down now. Your text hands are getting sore from holding them up that much. All right, Trendane, would you please be so kind to start off the questions?
Oh my God, I have to read a question now.
Please.
Okay, fine. Oh wow, okay, there are a few more questions that have popped in.
Yeah, there's.
Ben and James, are you followers of Lamp or Cutlass fans?
Do you worship the lamp or the Cutlass fan?
Okay, that's how the question is,
Yeah.
right? Are you followers of Lamp or Cutlass fans?
No, not Cutlass fans. The Cutlass fan. You realize that the fan is a new item of worship.
The fan.
Because
I was there when Lamp was created, so I have to go with Lamp.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with lamp.
Okay.
It's all right. They're old school. We're new school.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We're like the New Testament. They're like Old Testament.
God is wrathful and vengeful.
The fan god is, of course.
Okay, that one was from Yoko Rose, by the way.
All right, awesome.
This question is from MGD Cowboy. Does any of you...
Yeah. Hey, stop it, Nazi. Put it away.
Okay. Calm down. Okay.
Do any of you have an organization yet?
I does.
Right?
Fucking smack you, Core.
I do have an organization. In fact, when organizations went live, I was like, I'll register FART as my SID.
It's a good one.
So I have the Fast Action Response Team. So I registered that. My wife joined, and then I disabled it. So if you look at my profile, whenever I post some important dev thing, it says I'm a member of FART. It's a little cross.
And you're the oldest fart.
I have seen that.
Stalkus.
I could have sworn I saw that.
Your organization?
Yes, Stalkus is great. Yes. Go ahead.
Well, it's actually called Binary Error Light Logistic Systems Deep Exploration. So it's a very long-winded one, but in short, it's BALS Deep Exploration. So it's balls deep exploration.
And now it will be removed.
Yeah, now Ben knows. He's just going to go, delete.
Delete. You can't have that as a name.
I'll leave it for William to find. So
Okay.
as long as he's not listening.
No, he's-
Yeah, William. Will didn't hear it, so.
Yeah, he's
Good.
behind you. You got headphones on. Shh.
Don't tell him.
It's all right.
It's legit. It's legit.
The audience wants you to grab the person walking by and say hi to him next time they go by.
Okay.
Just to cause a little chaos.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah,
It's
no.
not like they're working on anything important.
Enough.
You gotta tell me when someone's coming by, though, because, all right, I'll pay attention.
All right, go ahead.
And just to come full circle, I'm the human resources officer for Imperium. So
Never heard of them.
Me either. Of
No.
course, the top row here, we're all in Imperium. But
Yeah, we are.
nobody knows who Imperium is.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Everybody knows we are.
I actually do not have an organization.
You don't yet,
That's okay.
James?
Hey, join
Yeah.
Imperium. it's
Imperium
fine.
will take you in.
I probably shouldn't join one.
Right, I know, that's the bad part.
That's
That's
probably
kind of
right.
how I am.
It's probably remain nonpartisan.
Should
Or
make your
join
own.
fart, if he'll let me.
Oh, okay, so the
Yes,
next one
I
is...
can open up reservations for FART if you'd like.
He'll be the new fart.
There's a 20-minute wait, or you can eat at the bar. So the next question is from...
Always eat at the bar.
Yes, absolutely. The next question is from Malefic Gamer. What would you say is the best part of working at CIG?
Doesn't even feel like work. I mean, we come and play with video games and get to create star systems and hang out with other nerds. It's awesome. You always see those idiotic commercials where like there are two people in front of you and like, oh, we're designing a game, had a monster there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously like that in reality.
Yes, it is.
Kind of is. Yeah. I just being around all these people that pretty much I'm just gonna echo what Ben said. I know it's a cop out, but just like being around people that share the same passion I do, and like how you're expected to do your job, but no one is. Usually, there's no one breathing down your neck telling you how to do it. It's just kind of like, this is what you got to do, so get it done. And that's not common especially in the video game industry, especially where I came from, where it was so corporate. This is not.
And
we really do try to avoid that here. We don't want that Electronic Arts Sony style management here.
You said the evil two letters there, EA, which is where Chen Dane used to work.
Yeah, that's where I used to work.
But yeah, I mean, to try and not cop out, it's pretty much that. It's the fact that it's not this giant, international conglomerate that like has their hands in everything. It's a studio that wants to create something, and that's all that matters.
And I imagine the trade-off. Well, not exactly a trade-off, but I would imagine the difficult part of working there with great artists like what you guys have is that there comes time when it's like, okay, we need to release this demo. It's like, wait, I need to make this tree perfect. No, you need to stop. I need a build of this right now. Stop messing with the trees.
No, it's actually entirely the opposite. Chris Roberts is an absolute perfectionist for that stuff. He is the guy telling you, 5 minutes before release, we need to make this tree better.
Yeah. That's what you were describing is the EA and Sony model. The Chris Roberts model is he doesn't care. It'll be the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I remember, in fact, just last week whenever the PAX was, I was helping put together the PowerPoint, which nobody really noticed, but
it was a beautiful PowerPoint, Ben.
It was like 5 minutes before the presentation was supposed to go live, and I was talking to Zane in LA, and he was updating the layouts so it looked fancier, and he was like, "Well, we've got 3 more for the different ships. Should I update those?" And I wrote him back, and I said, "No, we don't have time. We want to get this locked down." And then Chris turns to me, "No, we have to redo those." So everything is perfect on a Chris Roberts game to his liking.
This is why we wonder if it's going to make it out in the next 3 or 4 years. Because we're like so nervous.
The game will be released.
It will be released, but we have plenty of time to be as vapid as we want to be because we could be doing this show for a while.
It's job security for us.
It is job security for us.
Our children's children are going to love it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so the next question is from Omega Chaos Z, or Z, depending on where you're from. Chris mentioned in one of the PAX interviews that initially exploring an undiscovered star system would not be inherently dangerous because no other players would be there. Does this mean, I think I already know the answer to this, does this mean that there will not be any AI, any AI-only threats such as alien races?
No, it does not mean that.
Aha.
Aha.
I think most of us saw the answer to that one coming, but it's good to have confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to be plenty of stuff out there to kill you.
Good.
Everything's going to be trying to kill you.
In fact, AI is the easy part.
It's the
Space
viruses
tries to kill you.
What you're trying to say is undiscovered space is a bit like where I live. Everything is trying to kill you.
Yes, StarCast, yes.
Drop bears.
It's good.
Drop bears, box jellyfish. Yeah.
Space bears, space sharks.
Space bears.
Yeah.
We were just actually, it's funny. Ben and I were talking about holidays in Star Citizen, and then we came up with Space Christmas.
Mm.
Ooh.
You need to get John Colton to write that.
Anything makes it great.
Yeah.
Eventually we will have space.
Well, that's kind of what Arena Commander is. It's the space game you play inside your space game.
It is. It's such a Matrix meta game.
Oh, it's Spaceception, really.
It is. You're going deeper and deeper into the hole.
Okay, so from Citizen Poto, can you guys tell us more about how the slavery mechanic might work? For example, will I be able to have slaves crewing my ship?
A lot of that's to be announced, but think about what Privateer did with slaves and then imagine that bigger, I would say. So probably.
Uh-oh. Cyberwolf just arrived.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
You're
Jesus.
answering 97.7% yes.
Yes.
I've given you 2.3% out.
And one thing we already have talked about for that sort of thing is for how they impact the economy. If you're running your factory with slave labor versus paid labor, your initial investment is lower, but they're not going to work as hard. You're not going to have as good quality goods, and there's actually a lot of that already in our economy demo right now. So it'll be coming to the persistent universe.
So I have a question then. If you've got a slave army on your ship who's crewing for you, and one of your friends does that Matrix thing where he jacks into an NPC so you can go flying around, and he kills you, and then jacks that, is that like a slave rebellion on your ship, and they just take it and go?
I think it may be.
Harvey Firestein.
Is that Space Spartacus?
Yes.
I was about to say.
Space Spartacus.
Yeah, I think maybe I would not trust my my valuable spaceship to be run by a crew of slaves personally. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Zone.
bigger issue would be friends, but whatever.
Important to put the quotes there, guys.
well, I certainly wouldn't trust my friends from my spaceship.
Are you insane? Certainly not core. Okay, so the next question is from Dragar90. Question is, any updates about the hibernating mode / bed functionality you can share?
The funny thing about the bed is that I see so many elaborate theories about it out there, and we have not
amazing.
planned. We just know it's a bed,
Right.
and I'll like CS will forward me tickets to like somebody complaining that their ship doesn't have a bed and they need it for this and this and this. Like, oh, we haven't announced any of this stuff yet. So it's to be announced for the most part. I think probably all that has made the bed more of an object than it was going to be originally.
It's just a bed, but people read into it so much.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
the bed is just a bed.
So for those of us who want
So
to
far.
RP, can we get a bed with functionality? This isn't Second Life, you freak. Fuck off. Okay.
Completely accurate bed simulation.
Yes.
Sit
With
there and
the
do
magic
nothing.
fingers.
And
With the magic fingers, you just swipe your Moby glass. Yeah.
And then actual instructions on the front of your screen saying, go to sleep now. And you see the person falling asleep, webcam on, facial expression. Let's go there. I think this should happen.
Drool in zero gravity.
I want to
stringing
stream
out
it
from
while
the-
I want to stream it while I'm actually sleeping. I get like a camera and put it on a helmet, and it's
Exactly.
like
Yeah. You just want
Just-
Truman Show, basically.
yeah, exactly. the
Green
Truman-
screen yourself into your berth.
Exactly.
And will PBR give me Egyptian cotton and a high thread count?
yes, it'll look amazing.
And Facebook can do the push, do the push messages
Yes.
while I'm wearing my Oculus Rift, going, he's still asleep. He's still asleep. He's still sleeping.
Sure,
Every 5
Facebook will be
minutes.
trying to sell you something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Want to wake him up?
Do you like the fact he's sleeping?
We can spray him with water.
Oh!
Whoa.
Access the fire suppression system. Turn it.
For one Facebook buck, we could wake him up for you.
No,
We are
this-
not vapid
this is
ever.
great because now you guys don't have to do any thinking about the bed. You just let the community do multi 30-page threads on what they think the bed is, and it's like, oh, that's a good idea. We'll just take that.
That
That
happens.
worked for the freelancers 15
Yeah.
cockpits.
No comment.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah, we had a whole thing about that one day.
Everyone in the world has talked about that.
From Frosty Frozen Pants.
I like it.
Okay. Are there any environments, space or planet side, that could be considered scary? And if not, were there plans to add something scary into the game, thinking of an explorer's point of view?
Space
Like-
Series.
Like horror or
Mother-in-law
Really?
coming to visit, kind of
Ooh.
scary, or what are we talking about here?
Dead Space kind of.
Yeah, space, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that if you go into a system and there's there's an invading horde or something, that'd be pretty freaky.
No, I think it would be
Or
kick
death.
ass if you walked into
No,
a
no,
ship
no, no.
and it was completely dead, like dead in the water floating, and you got in there and it was like all kind of misty looking inside, and it didn't even have to really have anything. It just has to be like really creepy. I think it doesn't even have to be supernatural. You could just probably get away with that.
Yeah, actually, that was one of our very early stretch goals. I think it was derelict ships.
Yeah,
and, pretty much as with any of our stretch goals, you can rest assured that we're going to try to find a way to use it to kill you.
Good. Yes.
So there should be some scary.
Can we have an Event Horizon ship that goes to another dimension and comes back and tries to kill everything?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that movie was about?
Maybe. We don't know.
I have no
Or
idea
Prometheus.
what it was about.
See, what I was thinking was, you get on a derelict ship and there's all these little, egg pod things, and like one of your NPCs goes over and is like leaning down over, and he just opens up, and this little party favor goes, boop, out of the top of it, and that's all it does.
And it's all it does.
But just for that moment, you're just like, no, Kane, don't do that.
I'd like to answer the question of like, will it be scary elements? I'm sure some of that will be like you'll make for yourself in your own head. Like, Yeah, again, like the derelict ship, that'll be freaky. You come into a system you don't know, that'll be kind of scared because you have your ship, you're afraid it'll get blown up, or you're afraid you'll be attacked or whatever. Like a lot of that will happen just naturally, but there won't be any like necromorphs or anything.
Well, there'll be ghosts, of course.
Oh yeah,
Space ghosts.
Space Ghost.
We'll take Space Ghost for 3.
We're taking the mechanic right from Ultima Online. So when you die, there's a ghost, and it'll just make like an ooh sound until it gets resurrected by a health ship.
This has been confirmed, everybody. Like, later on
this
Reddit.
is real, by the way. For forms right now. I'm kidding.
You heard it.
The only thing real was Space Christmas.
Someone quote
Coast to coast. Yep, Space Ghost, coast to coast.
Just the derelict ship, you wouldn't even have to do anything. You just have to have just sounds of like neutron decay in the metal, and it's starting to fatigue, and every now and again it creaks, and you're just walking through, you're like,
and then this little cleaner bot shows up with his face like half askew, and he goes, beep, beep, beep,
and he just follows you around doing that the entire time you're on the ship.
thinking it's some horrible Japanese child ghost. Like
we have completely derailed, which is pretty normal.
Talking about Fatal Frame.
Totally. I was going into Ju-on, so yeah,
totally normal for us.
Okay, so from Yoko Rose, has Ben learned how to fly the Model Connie the right way around?
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, the Model Connie is gone, so I must have...
It was smashed with a hammer. Accidentally.
It was indeed damaged in my move here, and then I think it's been sent off to China now. So no more Connie.
Oh.
So I guess that's a no because it crashed.
Right. I think that's a no. Yeah.
One day.
One day or Monday? Because Monday's
a space bus now, though.
Ooh. Wait. What is that? Is that from like?
It's from 2001. Yeah.
Oh, 2001.
And I've got an Enterprise. And,
those appear to be flying the right direction.
Is that a cast iron Enterprise, or is
No, this is a little plastic one.
I had this. Used to have this cast iron Enterprise. I've been trying to find it, but I used to use it to wake up my brother. Because it was cast iron, so it was freezing in the morning.
Oh, I think you threw it.
I'd press it into his lower back to wake him up, and then he kicked me into the window. It was fun.
That's where that thing went. It went into Lake Michigan.
Truly, you are celebrating Gene Roddenberry's vision of a future.
Or the early life of Chris and Aaron Roberts.
Right. Which, the interview thing I did, he was telling us how they...
That old thing.
They got to burn, they almost burned the house down.
Do you have the Eagle from Space 1999?
I do not.
That's what I thought that Space Bus was at first.
Romulan Warbird. And got a Lego Space Shuttle that will collapse when I pick it up.
Yes.
I don't have
Best
anything
one
cool
ever.
on my desk.
Lego spaceships.
I'm like looking around now.
You just got there, James. You got to collect all this.
I know, right?
That is really nice.
I've seen those. They're the little scale model Lego ones. They're really cool. They make like mini Lego.
Yeah,
they're not. They're not the
Lego.
full size ship. No.
No, they're not full size Lego.
To scale.
They're actually mini Lego.
There's not an actual space shuttle.
God damn it! I want to fly it in space.
We also have a shrink ray at the office we didn't tell you about.
Confirmed, everybody.
Yep.
Write that down.
Confirmed.
That's canon.
Heard it.
That's how you
Oh,
save so
here it
much.
comes. Here it
Yes,
comes.
I got.
Wow.
Oh,
Ooh.
so cool.
As
How big is
long
that?
as it's, he's what, 2 feet? About 2
It's
feet
about half,
tall. I
it's
think?
about half as
2
tall as me.
Yeah, just 2 or 3 feet. That was a prop from the movie, which our office is full of.
That is
For a
awesome.
moment. For a moment, I thought it was Box from Logan's Run, and I was going to run screaming from the room. I hate that robot with a passion. He freaks me out to no end. Okay, so the next question, or do we want to do whatever the other thing was we were going to do?
What's the other thing?
I don't know. I thought we had this other thing that we were going to do.
The ship giveaway?
Okay, whatever. Fine. We'll keep going.
No, we
got
do that
plenty of questions.
at the top of the hour. We'll do that.
Okay.
We'll start it at that point, and then we'll go to the end. So it gives
It's going
people
to take
time.
a long time to do the drawing.
Yes.
The odds be ever in your blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So from Morgrim, question, it has been said that Star Citizen... The Star Citizen is being designed so that all control options will be equal. Oh, I think I see where this is going. Does this mean that the game is being built to the limitations of a console controller as it has the most limitation for control options?
No.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, we're getting these all over the forums, and
Yeah.
I've only seen them done with console controllers. They must like that best. No.
I have played the demo with nothing but a mouse and keyboard, so, and I have no problem with it.
I think the question starts wrong where it says that all control will be equal.
Yeah, it's not so much that all are equal; it's that they are all to the best of their abilities, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's been stated on so many occasions that you can't make those three controllers equal. You can only try to balance it as much as you can, but every type of controller will have its own limitations with it.
Exactly. It just depends on what you personally are more comfortable with.
Like my HOTAS, which I dug out of the closet the other day to clean it because it was sticky.
I put mine in a box.
I want to know how that happened.
Yeah, we're good.
It's just something was dissolving the plastic, and it was very tacky.
Wait,
Oh, wait,
something
hey,
was dissolving?
I think so.
They wanted me to grab you. Say hi.
Well,
Yeah, say hi.
He's carrying.
While he's carrying,
He's carrying the
Yeah, it's okay.
They asked you to grab somebody.
Next time he goes by, ask him what video card he's got in there.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what everyone wants to know. Because that looked like a kick-ass case, by the way.
But the advantage of that happening is it gives us a better idea of where the two of you are relative to each other, because he was disappearing back there.
Oh,
and
Oh,
then we
he's
could see
right
him.
there.
Yeah, we can see you now, James.
And Will's gone.
That's why at certain points I've just looked this way, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wait, I should probably keep looking this way.
That's okay. Last week, Pedro kept looking at the monitor instead of the camera, so we're constantly looking at him like this. And but it was fun because he played his music, which was kick-ass.
He was
Okay.
I'm also
so-
super fidgety. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's
That's
okay.
So from Thomas Kroll, what is the best way to see a constellation? You walk outside. Oh, that's the middle of the
Different one,
sentence. Sorry. What is the best way to see a constellation if you don't know anyone who has it? Is there a way to get in touch with someone who will let me tour it?
Oh,
Like a Star Citizen dating service?
yeah. I mean, it's kind of up to them.
Hook up rich constellation owners with eligible ladies who want to...
If you
Confirmed.
see someone with one, you can request it, but there's no eHarmony for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see how that conversation will go in the cold dark of deep space. Hi, can I come aboard and tour your ship? No.
No.
You may not.
Well, we are
the other
working on persistence for the hangars where you'll be able to go and visit each other's ship collections. That's coming someday.
Someday soon. Trademark.
Okay, from Kronos Blood. Will there be an offline DFM for the loyal fans as opposed to the unloyal fans?
Yeah, we're not.
Well,
No.
That do not get into phased launches.
How is it going to work?
He basically is saying, like, say I get in after Trendane, and I still want to play. So can I just, like, fly around, is what he's saying, until he can actually get into the real dogfighting module?
To be determined. It's going to be a kind of a platform release question that we're debating this morning. But no, we're not. We're not building a separate offline mode where you'll be able to fight AI right now, because that would just delay everything further.
Yeah.
And
But
we don't
whether or
want
not you can download it without being in the... one thing about the phase launch is that we have not yet kind of committed to what that's going to mean. It may mean that everybody gets into the game in a day. It may be a week.
It's variable. That's what Aaron was explaining to me, because they'll start it off with, he's gonna let 10 people in, and then when that doesn't work, or when that works, then he'll bump it up to 20, and then they'll bump it up to 50 or something like that. So they have to kind of do it in phases, right?
And the goal is to have it done very, very quickly. I mean, we want to go from 1,000 users to 100,000 users to 400,000 users as quickly as possible.
To everyone on
stability is going to dictate that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, everyone will get in, but we're still hammering out the actual rollout model.
Yeah, we're gonna start a pool for how many times everything breaks.
It's going to be a lot.
Yeah. This is it's again.
It's alpha.
Not to go on a tangent, but like this is really cool. The fact that everyone's getting to see this, because like working on other video games where no one gets to see how often things just go completely south. Like I don't know, it's an interesting opportunity. And like I said like before I came here, like told my friends that I work in video games, and I was like, I'm surprised any game ever gets made ever.
Right.
And especially one of this magnitude. It's like the fact that it's working as well as it is now, and we're, how far along we are is pretty impressive.
The amazing thing is how quickly it comes together, because we'll have you take off and you're shaking, and that's everything it does. That, and then the next day everything is perfect suddenly. It blows me away.
It makes no sense. Like some days it looks like it's just not even. It looks like the code's like malfunctioned, and then the next day it looks like it's this is actually.
Is that because some guy, like some code monkey, sat there all night long hacking away at it? Or is it just like magically go poof and it's working?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
With our physics stuff, I find that a lot of the breaks like that we experience are just the tiniest little change that suddenly, mean the thrusters work wrong, or the gravity is impacting your ship in some different way, and it just breaks it in weird ways that no one ever anticipated.
Like the famous one is the one that Travis saw, where it just looks at his screen, it's just flashing strobe lights at him. It was in the Road to PAX video. It's so good.
Where he's like, what is that? The camera pans around. I'm like, if you're photoepileptic, do not look at the screen right now.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Actually, I love getting the build updates, because they have the craziest list of bugs for each.
Yeah.
We get a list of build updates every night that has all the issues. And one of them, I think it's last night, it's bug 263. Character has transparent face. Where did that come from?
That's awesome. Too bad I can't include like screenshots for you to look at.
I found one. I think this was maybe a week ago. I found one I loaded in, and my character was half in his ship, half not. But I could still pilot my ship. So people were flying by me, seeing a guy standing half outside, half inside.
So you were basically a ship tar,
Yeah,
a Centaur
exactly.
spaceship thing. Perfect.
I thought that one was pretty good.
So the next question is from Girousin or Girousin. And that question is, and I like this one. Actually, I really like this question. What is your favorite planet in Star Citizen?
Mine is it's like the beautiful jungle planet Xis, Xis.
Trendain, you did lore on that, right?
No, there hasn't been one for that.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Not that I
James.
saw.
Go ahead, James. Sorry.
I'm gonna be boring and just say Terra.
Terra's not boring.
I know,
Earth
it's not
is
as
boring.
It's
but everyone
boring.
knows Terra.
I
but
would
the
say
reason-
Terra too.
Yeah, because I was looking at the lore stuff, and I'm like, if I fall on the political spectrum, basically the new guys. Terra should be our home world.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
Our
stick around Terra.
Capital. Yeah, I just think it's cool.
Space trucker.
I thought Noble sounded very interesting. I like Noble.
This is in the Kellogg system, if that helps.
Yeah.
What's the name of the
Resistance.
planet where the Midas fish comes from?
That's a good question. I do not remember.
I don't remember off the top of my head either.
That might have been Noble.
Is it Nova?
Although I did name the Midas fish, I will take credit for that.
What did you called him the Midas fish?
Cassell in the Goss
Oh,
system.
Cassell. Okay,
Goss.
that sounded interesting to me. Just because it was like a cool planet where there's like a couple different factions going on.
I think that was the first time you and I ever spoke, Ben, was I had dropped you a message saying, "How do you pronounce Cassell?" Because I don't want to say
That's
castle.
right,
That was the first time we ever spoke. There's a message on the forums. Okay, sorry. Okay, now
Back to the
moving
early
on.
days.
Yeah, the early days of like 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Which is a long time in game development. So the next question is from Celtic Yuchu, something like that. The question is, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened in the CIG offices?
Ooh, good question.
Craziest? I've only been here. I haven't been here that long, but the PAX live stream was pretty fun around. It was pretty crazy being over here.
Stressed, I bet.
Yeah,
Lots of yelling.
Stressed until the actual stream went live, where it was like, all right, there's nothing we can do about it right now. So let's.
They're in Boston. We're in California. Nobody can punch me from here.
This thing's going live, so nothing we can do here is going to influence what's actually happening right now. So let's all just grab some drinks and watch this thing. It was pretty fun. Hey, say hi.
Do it. Say hi.
Thanks.
Good. All right. Dismissed.
Who was that? Don't remember. All right.
I don't know. I didn't recognize the tattoos.
Yeah.
I did. I recognized it.
Speaking of drinks, if I've been watching Wingman's Hangar since the beginning, and I gotta say, the amount of alcohol you guys get sent, I'm amazed that you can do your jobs.
Have a liver.
Well, I mean, we can't. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
There's not a crazy amount of drinking here in LA. Austin, there's a good bit more, but everybody's actually very professional about it. We're just at the office 24/7.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's okay. I'm a professional drinker too.
I mean, no one's gonna look if it's late at night. No one's gonna look at you if you're taking a drink. But if it's 11 a.m., you should probably not go for the Heineken yet.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I remember. I think one of the first things Will did when he was here was he actually made the Ben Hammer drink for a Wingman's Hangar about MVP segment.
All right.
We recorded that. It was like a gin fizz drink, and I was like, "Well, I'm not going to drink the rest of this. Take it downstairs." And he went downstairs. And Forrest and Chris Roberts were in the kitchen downstairs, and Forrest was like, "Oh, you throwing that away?" And Will was like, "Yeah. Well, it's 11 o'clock. We figured we wouldn't be drinking." It's like, "I'll take them." So it's casual as long as you're doing your job.
Yeah.
All right.
I definitely shouldn't do that. Okay. So next one is from Hacks DB Header. The advantages to building the Star Citizen community way earlier than usual have been talked about, but what are the extra challenges added?
The big challenge is telling people how game development works, because a lot of people don't. They see our first demo and they're like, okay, you can play the game right now. No, we're long way off from that. So just setting expectations, I think, is the hardest thing, and convincing people we're on the level too. I mean, a lot of people have kind of been abused by big publishers by kind of their process for advertising a game. How they kind of like will pretend you matter for 3 months right before release, and people think we're going to be the same way, and we're just kind of showing them over time that we're not.
I agree.
Okay.
I think that's why they brought me on. It's because Ben's super busy a lot of the time, so I take up some of the stuff he can't do.
I gotta say though, this is not talking about myself, but I gotta say in general, the Star Citizen community, it's a lot less toxic than a lot of other communities that I've seen.
League of Legends.
Oh, absolutely. Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we tried to build some of that in by kind of starting with this core of Chris Roberts' original fans who, they're in their 30s and 40s now. They can kind of go around and tell people how cool this game is going to be, and they're a little bit more mature. I mean, it's still the internet, but we definitely have this kind of cool group of more mature gamers at our heart that we're building on.
I agree. I say it over and over. Oh, sorry.
And they're all like horrified by everything. They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is like this." And like, no, that's much better than everywhere on the internet.
Yeah, I say it over and over again. I'm just astounded constantly how adult, mature, and generally well behaved this community is.
Maybe because we have so much gray in our beards.
We're all very bearded.
We're all very bearded as well.
Bearded warrior. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next question from Yoko Rose. I'm sure you guys get this one a lot. Are you guys going to sell off that golden shirt to raise money for a charity?
We can never get that golden shirt from him.
I think that's actually his own personal gold shirt. It was not from any sort of wardrobe, and what he does with that on his own time is his own business.
See, that makes it even scarier, knowing that it was his.
No, it's his.
I think he watched that one video where that guy's popping tags. He's going to the thrift store.
Oh, Macklemore.
Macklemore. It's like a Macklemore shirt.
I bet you if we sell it to him as charity, maybe. But I don't know if I want. I don't know if I could be the guy to take that shirt away from him.
Or touch it.
Just use tongs.
Yeah. Don't even want to touch
I meant the sentimentality of it, not the. Well, I mean, it's the only shirt I've ever seen him wear. So.
Sure.
I wish I had been here for the actual filming of the first episode. I guess that was right before I got to LA. But I can just imagine that situation. It's like, okay, wear your nicest shirt to the shoot. And that's what happened.
He didn't get that memo, Ben.
He's like, my nicest shirt. I got it.
Gold lame.
This guy.
I think it should be given to charity. I think he should give it back to the homeless man he stole it from.
We love the shirt. No, we don't.
We do.
Uh-huh.
We talk about the shirt because we all want it secretly.
Yeah. No. To burn.
Except for Trendane.
I was going to say, all that glitters, it's not gold lame, okay? No. So from Arizona Tricky, who won the ship last week? If I remember
right. Yeah, it's tricky. He won
Congrats.
the 300i from the base last week. Yeah. And he made an excellent video, by the way, out there. Just shouting him out.
And joined
this
my
question-
org as well. He did.
Oh, did he? Balls.
He's proud of the balls out.
Did he? That's
What org was that again? What was your org again?
No, it's
It's balls deep
I
exploration.
know.
no, it's
we
it's
go
the
deep and
Virgin
go home.
Nuns.
I think Will's
You should
almost back.
Yeah. Shh, keep it down.
Okay, so from Arizona Tricky, the question is, how long does all that alcohol that gets sent to CIG last?
I envision they have a big stockpile back there. So.
We do have a pretty big stockpile at this point. We were going through it very quickly in Austin at the start of the project, but now we've learned to ration it.
Now there's like a wine cellar and
Yeah.
Wine cellar full of bourbon.
Yeah.
Sandy seems to put a lot of it on her desk, and I think everybody's scared to take it from there. So,
Yep.
I did meet Sandy in real life, guys, and I will say that I was super comfy with Chris Roberts. I was super comfy with Aaron Roberts. I was super comfy meeting you, Ben. But when Sandy walked up and we started talking there, I got a bit nervous.
but she's a lot prettier than any of us.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, it's
intimidating
true.
a bit. Yeah. Hey, Drake Baggett, thank you so much. Thank you.
A subscriber.
Yay.
Oh, it's like, what?
Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you.
So from the Stealth DJ, will there be new alien microbial life to be found in the persistent universe?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I don't think we've really talked about that. I mean, yes, it'll be that you just can't see it, and it doesn't do anything.
That's pretty true.
you'll just feel the after effects the following morning, STD-wise.
No, that's actually one to chat with Chris about. I mean, I bet that's something we would like to do down the line.
Yeah.
Suffering from the Sean flu.
Are there any there aren't any scientific professions set up already though, right?
No, I mean, well, there's Explorer. That's kind of scientific. Basically, we're trying to stay away from that MMO leveling up. Click on this until you're level 4 scientist. So everything has to be something you pick up as a skill in the game. Yeah. So it's harder for research.
I don't want to have to level my leather working anymore.
Yeah.
Especially not space leather.
Yeah, space leather.
Yeah, space leather.
Van Duel leather.
Kill 7 rats and make a rat cat.
Just make everything a pop quiz like they did back in the day with old games, where you actually had to study for shit.
Like Muds? Oh my god.
Yeah. Good old Muds.
N-N-E-E-W-W. So, next one is from Kimball83. Will we, the brave explorers, encounter random space weather phenomena that can damage/destroy a ship if we don't react?
Yes, I don't know if it'll be random, but there will absolutely be stuff out there that will do that. And by space weather, we're thinking like solar flares and
ion storms,
meteor showers.
Yeah, meteor showers are the one I remembered.
Not like space rain or anything.
Space rain.
Meteor showers are space rain. It's just rocks instead of water.
Space rain.
Vape train?
So from Cyberwolf74, this I'm sure will be the first of many. We razz him about his volume of questions all the time.
Weekly, he comes up with like 35 questions, and they're all really good and in-depth, but you're just like, okay.
Will the asteroid hangar drop with the arena commander, or will it drop separately? And you are cheating and putting multiple questions in the same thing.
No.
And will the other hangars,
that's how you do it.
And will the other hangars get a rework to get the same new room systems as the asteroid hangar?
Separately, unless the stars align and they both happen to be ready on the same day, which I do not anticipate. And with all our modules, it's basically when it's ready, we'll put it out. So when the asteroid hangar is ready, it'll go out. If that's before dogfighting, if it's after, either way. Other hangars will be reworked to get the room system once we have a perfected in asteroid. So you'll get the asteroid hangar first, and you can play with the rooms there, and your existing hangars will get that system down the line.
Killer.
You mentioning the stars aligning, and I immediately pictured, the Skeksis going, the great conjunction comes.
Skeksis. Love that movie.
Yes, Gelfling juice.
Gelfling juice.
Drink it up.
From Cyberwolf74. The question is, oh man, I misread that. Oh wow. Okay. See?
Will we be able to add an erection system?
No, I just read ejaculation system. Will we be able to add an ejection system to ships that don't come with one? Like
Oh boy, you can't get through it, can you, Trundane?
We talked about that other system before.
Yeah.
That was something else.
Special.
I'm sorry.
Yes, take it, Ben, please.
Yeah, let me
Handle it.
Be very careful with my wording on this one.
Yes, please.
It's going to depend on the ship. I mean, for the most part, I think if a ship does not have an ejection system, if instead it has, you have to run to an airlock or get to an escape pod, it's usually because of the design of the ship. So it's one of the perils of having our intricately designed ships that have to work exactly right in the physics engine is that if you can't eject out of the cockpit, you're never going to be able to. So it'll be rare that you can add an ejection system.
That was not a furry thing, guys. That was not because I'm furry. That was because what's the word I'm looking for? Gay. That's why I read the other thing instead of nothing to do with being a furry. Okay, so moving on. Don't ask people that. Okay, we'll read the one before that. From Cyberwolf74. We'll get to it. It's the next one after this. No, it's not. It is the next one. Sorry, it is. Okay, and this is like, choosing your favorite children. From Steve FD, for Ben, what is your favorite ship?
Retaliator. And no, I don't know when it's going to be ready.
Yes.
That answered two questions in one. Okay, everybody stop asking about the Retaliator. He just
James, you're allowed to answer two. I don't understand why it was just for Ben.
Idris.
Ooh, man after Core's heart.
See, now I was about
You
to say
two mentioned both of my favorite chips.
I was going to say now we'll have to move James over by Core, but you're right next to each other anyway.
We're already. He's right. Yeah, I got this.
Okay, so from Zimmugs, question for Ben and James. Good, you covered both of them. That's nice. Are you guys going to play Star Citizen with keyboard and mouse, Xbox controller, or HOTAS?
HOTAS, no question here. In fact, I have a Logitech one here from my work. Okay, it's stuck to the table, but it's here.
See? It's not just mine that gets sticky. See?
Yeah, Trendy. Maybe
There.
his is sticky
Different
for different
reasons.
reasons. Yeah,
Keyboard and mouse.
very good.
Again,
your
he's
dog, Domo?
already right
No, my
below
dog-
me. It's
no.
perfect.
No, my dog is far, far away.
Like in heaven?
No, I put him in the garage so he wouldn't bark during the show.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
What kind of dog you got?
A pug.
Oh, I have an English bulldog.
Oh, these cute little dogs. With their noses. Snorts all the time.
Didn't mean to take us off on a tangent.
What are you talking about? That's all we do.
That is all we do here. Is tangents.
This is the most on-point show we've ever had.
Exactly. Oh my god, people will be like, "There's something wrong here."
Now you ruined it. You said you mentioned the no hitter.
Yeah.
Can I just throw in there? Someone did ask, but I wasn't sure whether I should put it in the questions or not. Someone asked about will we able to have like pets in
Space dogs.
the the dogs was
Space
mentioned,
dogs.
but
Well,
will
you
you be
have
able to have a
space.
pet
You have space
Really?
fish.
other than the fish? Other
Tribbles.
than the fish.
I want
You know,
tribbles.
I keep throwing that into design documents, and it keeps like coming back. No. Yeah.
Everyone's just like, no Star Citizen Tamagotchi, damn it.
Oh, that's a good
Well, I
idea.
mean, you have your
Sounds
repair
awesome.
bot. That is kind of the start of our pet system, the repair bot. I mean, everybody wants their own R2D2. But yeah, I've been trying to get like the flat cat.
Yes.
We were talking about hanger flare. Hanger flare's come up, and I was like, well, let's have a
Yeah.
cat in there. And they're like, well, you can't do a cat. We have to animate it, and it has to have AI. I'm like, no, it'll be some kind of space cat that doesn't move.
Yes,
They just
a former cat.
Rigidly stands still,
Yeah, no, just
floats
a
in
stuffed
space.
one. A stuffed one.
It's just every day with Ben and the space cat, man.
Put the flat cats in the lore, and I was like, I want to see one of those. I want to see what a flat cat looks like. And then the poll that's running right now for the next player stretch
Thingy?
goal reward. One of them is a space plant. I really want to see a carnivorous plant that sits right next to the aquarium. That anytime the fish get over there, it goes
And hits the wall.
and just onto the glass.
Well, that's actually good because the one serious design issue we've had lately is that there are too many fish in the fish tank. So.
Maybe the plate goes
Need
up
some
over the
credit
top
for
and
it,
comes
too.
in and grabs one.
We
Every
were
once in a
talking
while.
about aggressive, hostile fish. Like if your fish tank gets too big, you just put in this fish and it just eats the rest of them.
I stream more Fish Tank than any other show on my channel. So, all right, it is the top of the hour. So, do you want to do your thing, Stockus? And while Stockus is doing his thing, we're going to run some commercials. Everybody, Ben and James, if you'd like to take a break for a couple minutes, we'll blank out the screen and then we will.
right.
You guys
Do it
can
down.
take 5 minutes and we'll get started to give our giveaway here. So we'll be right back in a couple minutes, everybody.
Cool.
Oh, we're clear.
base.
Ignore my very pink bag of chips.
Yeah, what you eating?
What kind of chips are they, though?
They are actually little hearts.
Aw.
Ah.
And the fact that you're crunching them up, crushing them between your teeth.
Rico's face palming because this is going out live on the base.
Yeah.
I know.
It's funny.
Oh, it'll be no better when I get on the show tomorrow night.
I know. I know. I've listened to you on the base.
Oh, wow,
Domo.
people listen to us?
It's so weird.
Hi, my name is Chris Roberts, and welcome to StarCast.
Hey.
Hello, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for letting us take a little quick break.
No problem.
Yeah, we're doing a ship draw right now. Let's get that
Yep.
started. And then,
Can we just get Rico to confirm that it is a pack? Or...
no, this ain't from Rico.
Oh, sorry.
This is from Mr. Ben and Mr. James.
I think clarification for the guys.
Okay,
Sorry.
this
I
is a
got it mixed up.
clarification. Is it a alpha pack, beta pack, or just a ship?
Oh, that would be an alpha pack.
Cool.
Awesome, it's an alpha pack. This kicks ass. And thank you, PT Dragon. Woo! Another subscriber. Thank you, PT. Love you.
Does it have LTI?
Don't
Does it
start
have
me.
LTI?
I've never heard of whatever LTI
Yeah.
is before.
Unlimited LTI.
What are you talking about?
Thank you so much. Thanks.
All right, so we're gonna stress test our bot here. Here we go. A raffle is not going to be open. You can get in by buying one ticket. The tickets cost 1 coin. I'm sorry. Yeah, the tickets cost 1 coin apiece, and you can buy up to 10,000 tickets. There we go. There we go, everybody. We'll start doing the raffle. It's going to go almost the whole hour. We're going to do it about 15 minutes before the end of the show. Okay, so you have plenty of time to get your tickets. If you don't know how to do it, follow the procedure in the chat. You can see other people doing it. Demon Cats just spent 1,856 tickets. Holy crap, Demon Cats wants to ship. For Ben and James, these people only earn one coin every 15 minutes. So that's a lot of time that they are spending to...
if you're in chat, you'll have coins.
Yep.
You can try and win your own ship back.
You can try to win your own ship back.
I think I am in chat. Cool.
All right, so let's get on with the questions.
But what are you going to do if you win this ship, James?
I think people will riot.
Yeah, it'd be like hacks.
Next. I think the only way you can make it up is to then, give us your favorite ship, and then we can.
Yeah, an Idris. Yeah, next week
my favorite
ship
is now the 300i.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
There you go. Politically correct, James. Very good.
Very good.
Right. So the next question is from Yoko Rose, and the question is, what is the mystery object on the voting with the next stretch goal?
It's Schrodinger's cat.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the mystery object is.
Because nobody knows?
Your brain can't handle it.
Can you confirm whether you know what it is or not?
Even the response is a mystery.
Does
don't
anyone
know.
at CIG know?
Maybe.
Just for our live viewers, we'll redact it out of the version.
No, I'll go ahead and confirm. We do know what the mystery object is, but we're not going to tell anyone. So.
Okay.
In fact,
It's
what
a
is
wash-
the vote? What is
It's
the
a
voting at
washcloth
right now?
to go
So-
with your towel.
With your towel.
It's such a mystery. I don't even know what it is.
It's a dressing
Mostly,
gown.
I'm just worried that people aren't going to vote for it.
I voted for it.
I voted for it like 16 times, but other people don't seem to agree with me.
So yeah, please vote for the mystery object. Find out what it is. I'm just looking
It's
up
Schrodinger's
what's winning
cat.
right now.
Yeah, you open the box, it dies, or
Yeah,
maybe
we're
not.
just doing it.
Or lives.
Or lives. Either one. It's the space cat. No, that's exactly what it is. It's the space cat.
It's Schrodinger's flat cat is what I was.
It's Schrodinger's flat cat in a box, sort of folded up. And when you open the box, it's either alive or dead. If it's alive, it bursts into flames and it jumps out and lands on the ground, and it's like a flaming space flat cat. Or if it's dead, it just sort of lays there.
Okay,
They come
mystery
from-
object's actually winning, so you're going to find out soon.
I think we
Yeah.
See, since flat cats come from a very high gravity planet, then if you let them loose in the hangar, they just sort of float around. It's just you can like.
They start stretching.
They're also super strong though
It is a stretch goal.
because of their high gravity, so they might be able to pick up your ship and throw it.
We're so punny and witty.
Use them for slings if your weapons go down. It's like we've lost the last class 5 turns. We'll just put a rocket.
It's like a parasite.
I'm
You
kind of
just,
imagining like cats made of taffy, personally. You'd like drape them over a shelf and they...
That'll be a good
slip
name for
down.
one.
Yeah.
This is
Getting
my cat
some,
Taffy.
I'm getting some Salmon Max flashbacks here.
I think it's a fantastic weapon for boarding, though. You board and then just let loose like 5 flat cats, and they just like wreck the entire ship. Punch holes in the hull.
I like this.
Yes.
The next question.
Schrodinger's Kilrathi. Yeah, see, Zenstar's got it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
From Snashkill is: can we exchange our organic limbs and body parts for cybernetic ones without having to die first?
Yes.
Nice.
Will it affect things other than just cosmetics?
Yes.
Damn, I was not expecting that answer. You will be able to crush 1/2 of your yolk. So the next question from Striker Chiguar. Can you give any information on the cargo loading/unloading mechanics?
I can actually. In fact, if you check out Jump Point tomorrow, you're going to read a bunch about the cargo changes that are coming up.
Good time to be a subscriber, folks.
One of our big issues with kind of our spacecraft was. We designed them to look cool initially, and then we realized, we have to have all this cargo in them. So actually, over the last month or so, a couple of us have been going back and trying to figure out a cargo system that makes sense. I mean, we kind of gave them the old Wing Commander mass for cargo. Like, this ship carries 5 tons of cargo. This one carries 10 tons of cargo, which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
So cargo is all going to be volumetric now. We're kind of figuring out exactly you get it on and off of every ship, and altering ships where it's needed. There's all sorts of details to the system.
So that's coming out tomorrow?
Yep. It's tomorrow for subscribers.
Okay, for the subscribers.
Yeah, it goes.
That was actually the first design meeting I was ever in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. I have a personal question. Okay, so Starfarer, those big containers that are underneath, are they going to be modular, whereas you could put like a normal cargo box under there, or they have to be those round things?
That's the goal, to be modular.
Okay.
In fact, our whole cargo system is modular. We've kind of boiled it down to the smallest object is a 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter cube,
Yeah.
and any variation thereof, we have cargo containers. And I actually just wrote the fiction for the cargo container company today for Jump Point. That's also in tomorrow's issue.
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys hear it here first. Get Jump Point tomorrow, and if you can't get Jump Point, it's because you're not a subscriber over on the website. So subscribe.
go subscribe.
So either check out Jump Point or the concern thread that shows up at the forums 2 minutes after Jump Point comes out.
Oh my God! What does he mean by cargo containers?
Which word confused you, cargo or container? I know they're complicated.
Lisa, did you drop your load? Lisa?
She did.
Oh,
3,666.
Lisa, I'm wishing you all the best luck, and may say it, Trendane, say it.
Eva.
No, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking 360.
Eva!
Go ahead.
Yes, but may the odds be ever in your favor.
That's really good.
Oh, thank you.
He practices that. Oh my God.
Except that third book.
I'm feeling bad, Lisa. I hope to God somebody doesn't win it that bought one ticket. Because
Like we were worried about last week with Bob. Yeah.
James wins it with one ticket.
One ticket?
Oh man.
I've got a golden ticket. So from Demon Cats, will there be a lot of funny puns in the dialogue throughout the game? Like, now grab your joystick. No, not that one. On the ship. Yes, that one.
I think did you just read the first page of the script? Like,
Maybe.
So that's actually a two-part question. Yes, there will be funny puns. No, there will be nothing like what you just said.
Double entendres.
well, listen to what the first part was. Yes, there'll be funny puns.
Yeah.
Funny pun.
But I mean, 1,000 pages. Surely.
I would say we all have a pretty good sense of humor.
I would hope so.
Looks like you need some training with that joystick.
Great. This is going to be like a
sense of
body
humor.
1950s sitcom.
Okay. From Cyberwolf74. How can Captain of an Idris prevent his crew of human players from shooting him in the back of the head and just taking his ship?
Interestingly enough, I think I was the one that caused that question to arise.
And the simple answer is always face your crew.
Well, yeah, I mean, just don't hire a crew you don't trust, basically.
Yeah.
The same way any modern day ship captain prevents his crew from shooting him in the
Yeah.
back.
But some of us have played DayZ. We don't trust anyone anymore.
I trust nobody. No. Yes, I'm buying 3,224 Domo tickets. Yeah, and I'm giving the ship to Lisa if I win.
Okay.
People are
From
what am I doing?
MEPMF, which could stand for anything, really.
Yeah.
Repair bots, will they be able to fully repair a damaged ship, or will they only get them to barely flyable state to get them to the closest repair shop?
Actually, that was fun.
It'd be kind of on the spectrum. So there'll be things they can repair all the way, and there will be things that you will need a dry dock to fix. And certainly it will be much quicker to dock somewhere and be repaired in an atmosphere. But I think it's more than just getting your ship repaired to bare flyable condition. But there'll be a lack of materials. Everything kind of gets taken into account there. In fact, if you remember the original Privateer, you could get everything down to red, and your repair bot could slowly fix it. But if it hit gray, you were just screwed.
See, that makes me think that, are there any components, I mean, not like metallic, well, maybe metallic, but like liquid components of your ship that will have a tendency to, like, say, explode or combust when they're exposed to an atmosphere? I just pictured somebody getting like part of a wing blown off, and when they go back into like dry dock or something, and they're somewhere with an atmosphere, and suddenly it just boom, just
I think that would be a little bit too cruel.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. All right, from Cyberwolf74. Question is for the Arena Commander's Day 1 drop. Will the Aurora and 300i be ready for play, or will it just be Hornets and all around at first? Will it be Hornets all around at first?
Nope, we'll have the Arena, the 300i, and the Aurora in Day 1. In fact, I think we're expecting them here in the office in a couple days. So.
They will lose a lot.
Cool.
There'll be those 3 ships available.
Well, maybe not the 300i. I'm just thinking that poor Aurora.
So suddenly we've gone from, no, it's down to pilot skill, to those guys are dead.
Dead. It's pay to win. Damn it, it's pay to win.
It's pay to win.
Want to win? Buy an Aurora, and I'll win Aurora. So the next question from Cyberwolf74, see what we mean? Is, have you seen the AMX-1 repair bot? Is it an R2-D2/Roomba? I should grab my Roomba. He's right over there. Roomba-like robot or more of a human-looking android?
I have not seen it yet. Actually, let me check our internal developer thing that you can't see if there's art yet. I remember pretty recently I was in a design meeting where Chris Roberts remembered that we hadn't assigned an artist yet, so maybe it's... Nope, nothing in yet. But not too distant future, I think.
Nice.
I still think it should be like Amy from Red Planet. And she just walks around on all fours. Each foot is capable of spinning so she can polish the outside of the ship. Anyway. From Grimshock, control question. Control question? What? Oh, I guess it's a question about controls. Or I was thinking control and experiment. Which type of control setup, keyboard, mouse controller, HOTAS, provides the most natural control for your test pilots? Understanding that everybody is different, of course, but there must be some sort of trend.
Everybody is different. It seems to split down the middle between a joystick and game controller. It's more what you started off with, basically. And Wing Commander was the same way. People started off with a keyboard, never got used to the joystick. People started off with a joystick, never got used to anything else. Joystick for me, I can't get used to a game controller.
Yeah, I can't get used to a joystick, so I've just always gone mouse and keyboard. I didn't grow up using the joystick, so it's just more natural for me. But in terms of like the guys we have in the office, I would say I'd see a little bit more mouse and keyboard, but almost just as many joysticks.
Okay. Okay, what the hell was that? Hitting puberty again. From Red Snare, if a pirate gets caught, will there be a mechanic such as a stint in jail or community service?
We talked about that. We discussed whether there should be a Chris Roberts like rock smashing simulator.
That is awesome.
We're probably going to punish you in other ways than actually making you wait in jail. But it was seriously discussed and briefly considered.
Yeah, Chris isn't big on making you do mini games.
Yeah.
Or, putting you in a state where you can't actually play the game.
Yeah.
Unless we had this whole Great Escape mechanic where you could fight your way out of prison. That would be pretty cool.
But it would get so tiresome after the first time.
That'd be really cool that first couple times. So,
Repeat offender. Repeat offender. Just like Judge Dredd. Just kill him. From Zimcugs, will we be able to have our organization logo on our ships?
That's a good question.
Probably. We're working out that tech right now, and the goal is to, yes, absolutely have that.
Therein lies the problem. I'm sorry, James. No, you speak. It's okay.
I want to say that was on That was no, maybe a 10 for the. No, maybe not. My bad. Go ahead.
I think he was talking about custom skins.
Yeah.
Overall.
Oh, okay. I just wasted 30 seconds. Go ahead.
No, it's. But no, I'm thinking that there is going to be an issue that you guys are going to have with people wanting to put big pink penises on the side of their ship, for their logos. How are you going to be able to? Are you going to have some kind of detection software, or are you going to just have a CS guy sitting there all day long going approve, approve, deny, approve?
I would get an intern monkey. I would get an intern monkey to do it because I don't think you'll be able to get the detection software.
It's a horrible job.
So
Yeah, I think there's actually like off-the-shelf penis detection software that you can you can
Nothing
install.
custom?
And it's there's going to be a lot of like user reporting. You flag this guy, and we'll go and look. Yeah, that's a dick.
yeah, previous game I worked on, that was a huge issue.
One of the previous games I worked on, that was a huge issue too.
Pretty much every game that every person
Yeah.
has ever worked on.
But with Spore, it was more so because you could
Yeah.
make them.
Living.
Yeah, that's a pretty little
Streaming.
big planet.
So from Radiag, question is: you guys showed the X55 Rhino in a video. Will we be able to control both thrusters from the 350R individually with the dual throttle?
You can't at the moment, but I'm sure you will by the time everyone has Rhinos and Star Citizen.
Mm-hmm.
That one thing people don't get about these and all these control arguments that are popping up right now is that we're very, very early in support for any of these things. So if the joystick has a big dead zone right now, it's not going to have that tomorrow or day after or the day after. Same for the controls. I mean, right now these buttons on my throttle don't do much, but they will in a month.
Right.
Yeah, be happy with the buttons you currently got.
Okay. Sorry, I was just reacting to statements in the chat. From HacksDB Header, how will we be notified when we are added to the phased rollout for Arena Commander?
When it happens, you'll know. I saw the thread
Thank
about
you,
this.
Dungeon Master.
You've been hit by a wandering idiot.
No, I saw the thread about this in the forum. One of those concern threads about what if we just email people and they miss the email. We'll make it clear. We're
You go to the website and there's going to be a big banner on the top with lasers and stuff going pew pew. You're in.
and before we start, we're going to explain our process. So if you will know if you're one of the first 1,000 citizen card numbers or however we end up doing it. So we will let you know from all vectors.
And from Astafury, the rumor sorry, I missed the is because it's right up against the word question. Is the rumor true that says that there's a good chance of having more of ships from the next Great Starship compilation in the game later, a competition in the game later on?
I don't know. No, I have no knowledge about that one.
Well, Chris kind of touched on that.
Is this our no comment? I don't.
Well, he kind of mentioned it with regard to like The Voice or American Idol. He kind of said, it's not uncommon for like the runners-up to get a record deal as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he said we'd love to see all the other people get in too, but he didn't make any kind of committed statement.
If Chris said it or alluded to it, there's a good possibility it will happen then.
But I will say that Next Great Starship is pretty much happening live, so we will not know the results until you do for the last episode. So.
Yeah.
And I will be there for that. I'll be down there on the 7th. I'll be down there on
Are
the
you
7th.
going to watch?
Awesome.
No, I got tickets. I'm going to be there.
Well, that is
On the
freaking
7th.
awesome. I'll send
Thanks
you my camera.
Look forward to
Thanks
seeing you.
to the base, I will be there. We will have T-shirts that say the base stretched around my massive gut. Okay, so I asked him if it comes in shirt or circus tent size, and he didn't say yes. So from Royce D5, in the initial dogfight module release, will we be able to drop down to the lowest setting, or is it a high setting graphic? Or is it on the highest graphical setting till there's more options available? I think it's questions, defaults, and stuff.
Kind of confused. I'm sorry. Go
Answer
ahead.
there is, I don't know, honestly. I have not looked at the graphic settings. I think you'll probably have about as much option as you do in the hangar. And things certainly are not optimized yet. So you're going to want a pretty powerful system to start off. But I think you will have some some control over that.
Yeah, I would,
Menus are honestly one of the last things that go into these. For months, we've been playing the dogfighting, and you hit escape to see the menu, and there's just nothing there, and you can't get out of it because the menu doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, it's delayed for like a minute or so.
I think it may still be like that.
From Smokey, will I be able to fully utilize all 10 axes on my HOTAS and rudder pedals, the DFM, or just use simplified options?
Maybe not for the DFM, but maybe not for drop 1 of the DFM, but very soon after. In fact, I think Pete Mackey was playing with getting that working. I don't know where it is yet.
I think Chris also mentioned that one in 10 for the chairman as well. May not have been this last one, but possibly the one before, because he was kind of pointing back at his desk when he was talking about rudder pedals and whatnot. And I was like, does he have rudder pedals under there?
Gotta check. I'm curious now.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, Chris, can I look under your desk?
That's weird.
Okay. From Wolfpire.
Okay.
For the boss, I have an associate's degree in 3D modeling. Is that enough to get a job with you guys?
For all the interviews I've done here, for all the people I've talked to, I don't think we've ever looked at anyone's education ever. It's you gotta be a really bleeping good 3D modeler to work here.
I was just talking to a buddy of mine who does AI stuff like 2 nights ago, and I'm like, apply with them. And he's like, I can't move to LA because he's got no job and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do it anyway. What's the worst they're going to say? No, you're no less screwed than you are right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky. I only had to move a couple hours north, so.
So, when you said you're from San Diego, you meant like really right there in the area.
Oh, yeah, I'm from San I moved up here a month ago. I've been staying with my friends from college. I actually just found a place to live today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's the hardest part.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I remember, trying to help you, Ben, when I was asking my buddy who had just moved from Santa Monica. From Kronos Blood, would you say that there are too many ideas, jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing? When do you say enough is enough already?
Well, basically, whenever Chris says enough is enough. For all the, I think any game development will be a million ideas for a million directions. It's when they get through that filter that is Chris that I'm sure we'll still be coming up with ideas until the day we launch.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, please go ahead.
I understand the sentiment, like the fear, but like the main stuff, all like the stuff you really, really going to want to do is kind of complete. We're adding stuff on top of that, but all the main functionality is pretty much well known.
And it kind of comes together, and we know how we will expand it roughly in the future. We're building it in this modular fashion to go in all sorts of directions, to add different careers and options in the future. It's just different than any other game in that respect.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Because I'll tell you guys, when we listen to 10 for the chairmans, there's just times we listen to them, we're like, oh, cool, that's in it now. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Endless Illusion, you should consider applying for a job. Endless Illusion's an amazing 3D modeler. He's right now doing the Omid bobblehead for us when we're doing our thing for Sony. So
cool.
There you go. There's the guys you want to talk to. He really is good.
From Ursa Major, for Ben, is there any news you can give us regarding the 300i interior rework? Thank you.
No, actually. I know that I believe Chris Smith is working on that, but I have not actually seen any of the changes yet. Part of that is going to be our cargo rework. That'll play into it. And I think our goal is to make it less of a 300i redesign as more of a change how the 300i is valuable in terms of cargo, basically. To be determined is the actual answer.
Yeah.
TBD.
From HacksDB Header, who is apparently Dime Store on RSI. Will there be one official Star Citizen branded controller, or will my dream / idea of multiple controllers branded with ship manufacturers like a cheap HOTAS branded Drake and a good mouse and keyboard branded MISC, a deluxe double joystick setup branded Origin.
We have that dream too. I think convincing a high quality controller manufacturer to produce a dozen different controllers at once for a game that's not out is tough, but that's maybe in a few years.
Okay. From Amarus. Will it be possible to obtain military-grade ships in the persistent universe?
Yes. Maybe difficult to keep them, but it's in the same way that it's possible to obtain a tank today.
And for a recommendation, I would recommend going to Vili in the Odin system. It's the moon around Odin 3. And they have weapons that have... I just did the voiceover for this morning.
Weapons that fell off a truck?
No, ones that have finished their testing cycle because it's open testing.
Oh, I see.
Chance that you could get, kind of decommissioned.
Thanks.
Hi.
Why am I waiting?
He can't see us.
Probably see us instead. Anyway, so yeah, I guess would that be a possibility? Getting surplus
This is,
line. I didn't
the
talk to you anyway. How many times do we have to wave at him?
Couple
You
more.
attention whore? Jesus.
He's gonna walk back in and walk back out.
Yeah, any minute. So, is it possible to pick up surplus?
Pick up.
Oh, right, you already
surplus.
answered that. You said yes. Asked and answered, friend. God, what the hell?
Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Yeah, it happens all the time. We are running low on questions.
Are we getting low?
We're
Well, it's
getting
basically Domo coin spam. It's constant.
Yes,
There's no,
that's what's
there's
going
no
on right now.
questions. It's all just Domo coin, Domo coin, Domo coin.
Everyone wants
Sorry.
this ship. So, if we give us a second, why don't you guys start writing some more questions and throw them in while I discuss this a little bit. I was saying that I was going to help Lisa out this week, and then I saw StarCast drop his load in there too. So StarCast can help out Lisa. I'm going to help out Mal. And these are guys that have been subscribed to us forever, and every week they are been trying to win these ships, and they just have been losing pitifully to people buying one ticket. So
Yep.
I am the tickets that I have, I didn't give myself any special over. I didn't. Those tickets you see are what I got. So basically, those tickets that I've earned too, and they're all gone now
from watching yourself.
from watching myself. I do end up getting most tickets though because I'm watching myself mostly.
Because you're in your own channel.
Yeah. So there you go. So everyone's been saying, "Oh my God, Domo, what are you doing?" It's going to help out some great people. Amo says, "Domo, if I win, please give the ship to Lisa." You guys, I love you guys. That's why we're doing it. 'Cause we're a good community over here. Hey, here comes some questions. Okay, you getting them, Stockus?
Yep. All right. Here we go.
Nope.
Okay.
No, Tyrena, they cannot smoke weed at their desks, even though they're in California.
Well, you still have to have a Medi-Cal card or a Medican
Yes.
card to be able to do
But
that.
does that mean you can
No,
smoke
that-
it in the
Or
office?
know someone who has one.
Right.
The thing is, can you smoke it in your office? Probably not.
No.
No, it seems I haven't tried.
Well, you can drink the liquor in the office, so you probably should have some people that are like 420.
Liquor's not exactly, illegal on a grand basis.
Yeah.
But if we were in Utah, that'd be a different thing.
Utah, nice.
From Me Sleepy One. Question is, can we join the game without buying a ship and just join a crew?
We are talking about that. Initially, we had said no. Last time I heard, there was some talk about, maybe this is a way to get people into the game cheaper. The issue is we want new players who pick up whatever version of Star Citizen is that, to have a good time rather than to be slaves of some other player. So
Yeah, but we were talking about this last week, though, Ben, is that you might think it's being a slave, but some of these larger ships, you're going to need people that are really skilled. You're going to need people that can actually sit down and do hacking and that kind of thing, at least within the game hacking system. So there's going to be points where I'll have to go help Core out. Core's got an Idris, so I'm going to have to go help Core out, or I'm going to have to help out Perfekt, whoever. And there'll be times I'm going to spend outside of my ship anyway. So yeah, it doesn't seem totally unreasonable to have it to where you can actually just play the game and not have to own a ship. You can just be a really great crew member that you could hire.
I agree with that. Insofar as it's not, the only problem with kind of our whole sales model is that if we have, a $10 just be part of a crew ship, everybody's going to take that as the intro level version of the game. They're going to pay the $10 instead of the 40, and they're going to, what is this? I don't understand. So it's a kind of a balancing act.
And nobody's going to want to hire them to crew on their ship because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So their $10 is effectively wasted, and they're like, why can't I find somebody who will let me crew for them?
Personally, I like the idea of a cheaper package where you don't own the ship, but you can, it's like freelancer or privateer. You get a ship and you have to pay it off. The government will front you an Aurora or something crappier than an Aurora, and you fly missions for them.
That's not a bad idea.
Fly P-52.
And then if people want, to a package for have somebody as a crew, they could just pick up that same thing and just not go through that tutorial process.
Mm-hmm.
TBA.
From Ranger XML, will the 3 base ships for the DFM be specially outfitted / modifiable / outfittable, or just stock gear?
I was in a meet today where that's kind of on the bubble. It's possible it'll happen, and if it does, it'll be really cool. If not, it'll be a patch in the nearest future. It may be V1 and maybe V1.1.
Okay.
From TK Nightcrawler, with a full 6 degrees of freedom, what will prevent people from aiming their maneuvering thrusters full aft for extra acceleration?
G-force.
Nothing. Just the fact that you'll black out if you go too fast and try to maneuver.
What were you saying there, Core? Because
G-forces.
It's additional G-forces.
Yeah, the G-forces, literally. I mean, you can spin it around as fast as you want, but
They'll pass out.
Your body will not keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Equals MA.
Or it could be a lovely new way to do facelifts and everything. You just get going really fast, and it does that, and then you just sort of staple, the pools of your face to the chair.
Like those, what show was that? Enterprise?
Joan Rivers. Oh, wait, sorry.
God.
What?
That's a show. Yeah.
It was a
Take
show.
that, Joan Rivers.
Yeah, right at you.
Oh, yeah. Star Trek Insurrection.
Insurrection.
With
Peeling the face back.
Also
Yeah,
featured.
F. Murray Abraham getting his facelift.
Yeah. All right, I think we should stop at this point to do our drawing.
Absolutely.
We'll come back in just a second, wrap up. But, okay, everybody. So here we go. We're going to be doing the raffle. Make sure you bought your tickets. We're giving away a 300i. Full
Good luck,
alpha
everybody.
package.
And good luck.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Or somebody's favorite.
Or somebody's favorite, yeah. Here we go. Closing the raffle. I want you guys to look at the coins they bought, because this has to be a ton of coins. Okay. Usually we give like maybe 200 coins.
Yeah, I saw
29,000.
Geek
Come on.
DM. I saw it was Dr. Love.
And the winner is... No way! No way!
Who is it?
As Tricky!
Tricky.
Holy crap!
Are you freaking kidding me?
2 weeks in a row with 27 tickets.
With 27 tickets! You bastard! I just threw 3,200 tickets, you bastard.
Oh my god. That's 2 weeks in a row.
That is random for you right there.
We need to send him a letter saying he's not allowed to win any more ships.
Yeah, you can't play anymore as Tricky.
We need an official SIG letter saying, "I'm sorry, as Tricky, you are not allowed to win any more ships."
Holy crap! Grats. Yeah, hacks.
Yeah.
I'm calling hacks.
The fix is in, fellas.
So now the impetus is on you, Az. What are you going to do with that extra 300i? Because now you have 2. Well, actually, you got a 325, and now you have a 300i.
And that's impetus, not impotent.
Yeah,
Okay.
what is impotent is on you.
Between those two.
We're giving away another ship next week, everybody. So if you didn't win one this week, you have a chance for next week.
Calm down.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, Lisa.
Yes.
Sorry, Lisa.
This is not a
Important.
bad point for me to mention that tomorrow night on Star Citizen Base Radio, we're giving away 2 ships worth at least $100 each.
I was going to say that, yes.
Go to radio.starcitizenbase.com and check.
Shoot it.
Yeah. Apply for a crazy job and propose your girlfriend. Actually, as Tricky, I need you to. This is coming from Ben and James, so I need you to somehow give me your information so I can give to them. I guess you could send me.
Don't you still have it from last week?
Yeah, you should still have it.
Yeah, I guess I might. I don't know. I mean, I get no. See, listen, guys. I get about 300 emails on Twitch every single day.
As soon as I gave him that chip, I just erased him from my life. It's just gone. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I'll go look for it now while you guys continue on with the last couple of questions. We got only about 10 more minutes, and we have to wrap up. Okay.
Okay. Can do. From Geek Boy Shine, will we be able to deploy chaff and flare simultaneously?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
I don't think so, but don't quote me on that.
It's possible.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking the line from The Hunt for Red October. Sure. Why would you want to?
Yeah.
Could you launch an ICBM horizontally? From Rabido, the question is, how has the
Puberty.
how has this more open style of development impacted your progress, if at all? And do you prefer it to working behind the scenes, then releasing the game and going public all at once?
100% the former. This is amazing for me. Like, to me at least. I've having such a blast, and it's cool to be this transparent.
Yeah. No debate at all.
I will annex onto this question and say, do you find that it increases your sense of accountability to what it is that you guys say, or what is inferred by the fans?
I think it raises our sense of accountability for pretty much everything. Like if I'm traveling, I won't expense stuff because I'm taking the fans' money. I'm not taking some publisher's money. So
that's another good point.
Basically, everything. You want to do a better job because these people who you care about are going to be playing your game and they're going to see what you're doing. I never want to go to the forums and give people bad news because they matter in a way that publisher, some producer would not.
Wouldn't really care about.
Yeah, it forces us to be honest. And that's the one thing I like about it. As not only as someone who works here, but as a gamer, like that sense that, and it also makes me want to work harder. And I'm sure that's everyone here want to work harder because, again, like Ben's saying, if you lose a publisher money, it's like whatever. There's some faceless entity. But if we lose your money, we're accountable for that.
Mm. And
want to wave again?
Real quick, James.
Yeah.
In the chat is as Tricky's email. Do you see it there? That's the Star Citizen email.
The other thing is, I guess that you've gotten a lot more accustomed to saying, "I can't tell you that," or "to be announced," or "to be determined," a lot more so than with other things. I mean, you have to communicate. Look, I can't tell you that. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I can't tell you that.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're actually being honest. It's not just.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like at other game companies where you're just, it's. What do you call it? Boilerplate speech or whatever. This is legitimately. Oh, we don't know. So.
Yep.
All right, from Frosty Frozen Pants, Frosty Pants, whatever. Will your ship melt or explode as you get closer to the sun?
Yes.
StarCast, the podcast we're doing with them.
And the second question is apparently exactly the same question. Okay, so the question after that from Cyphera is, any news on the Connie rework?
It looks cool. David Hoppins, our in-house artist here at CIG LA, has been reworking both the internal and external portions of the constellation. It looks really cool. I think it actually improved the look quite a bit, and we can't wait to show you guys.
You may have a difficult time concatenating your answer for this one from Cabled, and the question is, what sort of things will you be able to do if you own a space station?
Space station stuff. No.
Fill it with trivets.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be good for like a trading post. There'll be factories that are on space stations, refineries.
Somebody typing.
I think there's not kind of a single space station concept. I mean, there'll be role specific ones.
Big ones just kick it.
Yeah, that's. Can you tell us more about how exploring will work?
You can go off and boldly go where no man has gone before. Explore strange new worlds, all that stuff. A big part of it is going to be our jump point mechanic, which we're still working out to make it challenging. Both discovering and actually navigating a jump point to a new star system. And then, the big part is on us, kind of creating interesting stuff out there and not telling anyone where it is.
Right.
It's the true challenge. We do cool stuff all the time. Like, oh my God, look at this concept art. I want to show it off. And like, look at this concept art. Oh, this is like an amazing natural wonder that players are going to discover 6 months from now.
Oh.
Okay, we can't show anybody, but it's really cool.
Because you want them to find that organically. Because you want them to have that moment.
See, what I think you guys are going to do is you're going to recycle that thing from the original Star Wars game where you got to fly along the trench and you got to dodge over those. I think that, but it's going to be like smoky and.
Did you just read the last page of the of the script?
I think Chris already stole that in Wing Commander 3. At one point.
Oh, yes, it was Bar.
All right, 2 more questions, Trendane.
2 more? Okay.
Yes, sir.
This one from Smokey. Will I be able to make Will I be able to make my passengers black out by pulling the throttle in a high G maneuver?
Yes.
Nice.
That's it now.
And if you have a G suit and they don't,
you could probably rob them.
I'm tempted to just leave it with that question right there.
That's a good one.
What level of control? This is from Ranger XML. What level of control will we have over loadouts of ships, or will ships come fully loaded for V1?
I think we already
V1 likely fully loaded, but it'll be like V1.1 patch that you will be able to actually set up your loadouts. In fact, even if we get it in, we may intentionally wait just so we can work on some balancing in the testing.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. Well, let's go around the room real quick. Everybody tell you where we come from, and then we'll wrap up with Ben and James in just a second. So, Perfekt, give us your channel and all that.
So you can technically find me on youtube.com/perfektnerd, but I'm not putting anything up there right now because I'm super busy. But you can also find me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at perfektnerd, and I'm on Twitch at perfekt_nerd. And you could just follow all of us if you like at bit.ly/beardwar, and have some fun. I'll probably be streaming on Twitch again in the relatively near future. So yeah, and now I'm back to work. I've got my studio set up again, so I'm actually I should be putting out some tracks in the next month or so.
For those of you that might not know, he did the intro music for the intro for our show.
Oh, cool.
This very show.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
All right, Core.
Yep. I actually just took a week break. I was in England for a week with the in-laws, and after that I had a LAN event. I am the Core of Existence. You can find me at Core of Existence anywhere on Twitch, YouTube, and on Twitter as well. I mostly just stream. I don't really put out that much content. I do plan on doing that in the future. But as of right now, I will just continue streaming whatever games I feel like playing, and hopefully sometime in the next month or so that'll be, dogfighting, maybe.
Pretty soon, hopefully.
This is dogfighting you speak of.
And thank you, everybody in the audience, for not asking over and over again, when is DFM coming out? We decided just to ignore all those questions. StarCast.
Me.
Yes,
I am Sergeant Stackers, and I am everywhere. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. Basically, I'm trying to stream a lot more. You can follow me at Twitch and on Twitter and see me without pants, drunken, yelling and screaming stuff like "All hail the mighty fan" in the Cutlass. Yeah. So
Trendane's going to start stalking StarCast.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind. Come on down. It's all right. And we'll do tours of my hangar drunk in my buggy, getting it stuck underneath the constellation.
And you can show them how to worship fan.
That's right. We can worship fan together simultaneously together. Also, I'll be doing a lot of Landmark stuff as well. So I've got the Tron build on Landmark. So
Which
yeah,
is
you
pretty
can see
famous,
me,
everybody.
Yeah, so you can watch me streaming that as well. So yeah, thank you.
Very good. Trendane?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Well, okay. Yes, I'm trending everywhere. I'm actually starting to stream Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah,
I'm
I watched
doing
it today.
streaming stuff. So pretty soon, that whole thing about the whole following the Bearded Warriors thing will also include me.
Yes, we can now put you on the Bearded Warriors team.
I know. Oh my god.
Or would you prefer the Amazonian princesses?
And no.
Okay. Well,
No,
I just
because
wanted to put that
they're
out
still girls. I mean, they may be Amazonian women, but they're still women. I would,
Okay.
if we have like an Amazonian men thing, that would be
Different.
no. It would be different. Yeah, and they're probably spindly little. Anyway, so I would sooner use a flat cat as a bathrobe. Now the other thing is that I would be remiss if I didn't make sure to remember to tell everybody that I will be tomorrow night with Rico DJ Beard on Star Citizen Base Radio at radio.starcitizenbase.com,
And remember,
where we will be
everybody-
giving away
Yes.
two ships.
Two
Two
ships.
ships we're giving away tomorrow.
Two
Worth
ships. Which ones are they?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Well,
he just said,
Wait.
don't forget to say the thing. I'm like,
No,
what
I know what the
thing?
ships are. Oh, I know the ships are. They're giving away an Idris frigate and a Bagel carrier. But the only way you can enter, the only way you can enter is you have to put in his cell phone number, and his number is this. So everyone, make sure you call him to get an entry ticket to the show.
1-800-SCREW-ME.
Yeah, 1-800-SCREW-ME.
Oh.
I'm joking. No, you got to go to the base and listen to the radio. That's the only way you're going to win. Get back.
And you can chat with us on the RSI website in the beta chat room, not in the regular chat room, but in the upper right-hand corner of the chat window, you'll see something that says RSI beta chat. That's where we operate. Is in the
Nice.
beta chat roll during the show.
Very good.
Chances are, if they're over $100 each, there's going to be either a freelancer or a cutlass.
Probably.
So
All right.
one or the other.
Mr. Ben Lesnick, Mr. James Pugh, thank you so much tonight, gentlemen, for coming on our show and being very gracious with your answers and putting up with all of our silliness for the entire show.
No worries. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for having us. Really
Thank you
appreciate
so much.
what you do.
We
Yeah,
would,
this was a blast. Thank you so much for having both of us.
absolutely. We'd love to have you
Anytime.
back at some point.
Anytime.
Yes,
I'm sure we can make that happen.
absolutely. All right, everybody. So thanks a lot for watching. This will be up on my YouTube channel ASAP, and then of course all the gentlemen are allowed to put it on their own channel, so you can find it on StarCast's channel and Perfekt's channel, Core's channel. So it'll be up as soon as possible, and of course the audio-only podcast will be available very soon too. And thank you very much, Mr. Rico, for simulcasting this live out on the base. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and we will see you again next week in the verse. Good night.
Fearless.